Welcome. In front of me is a Xiaomi Poco M4 Pro, and today I will show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this device. So we're gonna start off with I'm gonna start off and continue with some of the ones and all of the ones that you can actually find in the settings if you are actually searching for them. So starting off with the dark mode, which can be found under the display section. In the settings you'll have the light and the dark mode. So you can either choose one to have it permanently on, or you can go in the schedule dark mode and have it auto change based on the date, not the date but the time. So during the nighttime it can be in dark mode, and during the daytime it can be in light mode, giving you basically best of both worlds. So if you're gonna choose overall the dark mode, I probably would recommend to stick with the actual scheduled one. I'm gonna turn it off and continue in light mode throughout the video. Now moving on to the next option, which is also under the display section, it's the refresh rate, which you can find right here. And I believe by default it is set to 60 because that's Xiaomi, so you'll want to toggle on 90, which will give you this smoother look to your basically anything that you're doing on a device. When you're scrolling up and down, you will see the text looks much smoother in motion rather than when it was on like the 60, where it kind of was choppy and it's kind of like skipping a little bit. Now I will mention that having it set at 90 will consume a little bit more of your battery life, so if you want to only prioritize battery, then stick with 60. Everybody else that prefers to maybe compromise a little bit of the battery life, I do recommend setting up to 90. And moving on to the next option, it's going to be the simple split screen, which you can access by going into the recent applications, holding your app and selecting this button right here. The best use case scenario for this is with something like a YouTube, where you can use YouTube, listen to it at the top, and for instance browse the web on your on Chrome that is going to be below. So putting that in like actual view, you find YouTube first. So there we go, there is YouTube. So let's open it up in split screen, and then I can open up something like Chrome. There we go. And as you can see, you can use two different apps. When you're playing videos on YouTube, even when you go home, they will continue to play. So that is something that you want to keep in mind to utilize this to its full potential. Now moving on to the next option, it's the home screen. Now this is in settings under option that is called home screen. So let's just quickly locate it right here. And as you can see in here, we have a couple of different options. So we have default launcher. If you're using different launchers, you can change it right here. So when you press home, it picks the one that is set right here. We have things like icon packs. So if you have some installed, you can apply them here. Additionally, we have layouts of icons and so on. Though if you're using some kind of custom launcher, the launcher itself will have a different icon layout. And you can go over additional settings that are in here to customize just the home screen itself. And moving on to the last option that I want to show you, it's the gesture navigation, which can be found under additional settings, full screen display. And this will allow you to set up gesture navigation instead of the buttons that are set by default. So simply tap on this. As you can see, it removes them. It literally doesn't show anything. So now to navigate through your system, you will basically swipe up to go home, swipe up and hold to go to recent, and swipe from either side to go back. And that's basically how you use this. So anyway, that being said, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.